the YouTube. Let me double check that it actually works. Yes, we are a go. We are a go. Discord ping? Dude, I just got here, man. All right, fine. All right. Dude, I got like the weirdest kombucha. It's hibiscus and rose hips, and it tastes fucking weird. I don't know how to feel about it. What the fuck is a hibiscus? What even is a... Yeah, it's got a weird, I don't know. I don't know about this one. That one's a bit of a fail. What what were we doing last time I was live? Because that was the last time I worked on this project. Because nothing's crossed out here. Nothing's crossed out. So the kill count stuff, I think that's what we were working on. I just don't know how far we got with it. Right. I think we did do a bunch of stuff. Now that I think about it, I think we put an end play system. Yes, if the checkpoint is less than and it's ended play, then it goes into here. Yes. Refactoring the first chapter? Ah, yes. Which I think works just about the same now. We just have to build the lighting. Fucked up all the lighting. Dude, this blueprint is so bad. Oh, shit. Getting fucking whiplash looking at this shit. Maybe I should organize some of this. Okay, so I think we did improve leftover enemies value in the session test to not activate on death or take into account the check, but the player is on. The value is being inflated more than it should be. Okay, so I think I don't remember doing this, and it's good that we did this because I think by doing this, if the player dies, but they've skipped a checkpoint, or they like advanced a checkpoint, and the other past enemies don't respawn, this will add them to that value. Yes. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that means this is done. I think. We're going to have to do some tests. There was that one time, I remember now, we did a test on one of those levels. It consistently got 60, except for one time it got 67 for some random reason. I have a feeling the stats aren't being reset when we start the game or something. Don't know. No clue. Now we just need to work on the enemies killed version. Right. How do we do enemies killed? Shit. Because we only want to count the kills that won't respawn again. And then we have to remove the kills that you got Ugh. This is gonna be interesting. How are we gonna track that? So every time we kill an enemy, it's almost like we need to make a map. No, no, not a map. Yes, actually, yes. We need a map or something that contains which checkpoint they were in, and if they were in a checkpoint that we're currently in, and then we die, we remove those values from the array. Right. Right. That could be a structure. Hit up Sky. So that was the problem, is that if you get a bunch of kills and then you die, you keep those kills even if you end up killing the same enemies again, which then doubles up the enemies that you killed, which then screws up our stats. I don't know how can we do this in like a smart way. I do think we have to keep track of every enemy that we kill and then the checkpoint it's associated with. Or maybe we just have an array of integers and it's just a bunch of enemies and their checkpoint, and then anything that's specifically after or on the current checkpoint, then we reset it. Man, there's so many possible ways this could go wrong. There's so many possible ways this could go wrong. Um Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't know. You eat fried noodles? Dude, don't make me hungry, man. I'm gonna end the stream early if you do that. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't even made my coffee. Maybe I take a little short break later. To make myself a coffee and a little snack or something. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this one. You need to make a separate parameter for enemies killed that are based on the instance or more accurate to the actual enemies facing the level, since the current kills don't clear on death. One of the ideas was that each enemy has an ID, but then that means I have to go through every level and assign an ID, which is it's not gonna fucking happen. So maybe I can assign them a GUID, but I don't know if the GUID I don't know if it clears. Like if it stays the same or not. Does the GUID always stay the same? No matter when you load the level? Like, does the actor GUID stay the same? Let me search that up. Does actor GUID stay the same? For an equivalent to get actor GUID for shipping builds. Blueprint runtime saving and loading? It wasn't somebody that showed me this a while back? Let's see here. Yeah, they associated an ID to it. Hovers over text box and nothing happens. So what are they? What are they doing? What are they doing? They're going in the construction script. Returns a new unique GUID. But here's my problem. If we return a new unique GUID every time, how are we going to do a save system for that? How the hell is that going to work? Oh, if it's empty. Oh. But that's not going to help us. I guess it does because it's a construction script, but then I guess yeah. Hmm. Yeah, he's resetting it every time. Now, man, I don't know about construction scripts anymore. I don't know if a construction script runs once on package or if it runs in game anymore. I'm so lost. Dude, I can't tell anymore. I can't tell if I know the construction script can cache, but I don't know. I'm lost. Um, I think even if I do use an ID, does it matter? I don't think that's going to help me. Is it? Like, it'll help me with not putting duplicates, I guess. But some of the enemies are spawned dynamically, so that doesn't even help us. Is it when you initialize it or the game or whatever? That's the thing, Vanva. I don't know anymore. Because at times I feel like the construction script runs in game, and then sometimes I feel like it caches and it only happens on packaging. Because a construction script can have dynamic inputs. So yeah, I don't know. And a construction script can run when the actor gets spawned in the game. So it's like, I think it does run in game. Like it only runs in game if it's called in game or begin play. Otherwise, if it's in a level, it's run at packaging. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't gonna help us because some of our enemies are spawned dynamically, which kind of fucks with some stuff actually. Um, I think our best bet is an array of integers that define which checkpoint the enemy was in. And then if we die, we remove any of the checkpoints that are equal or more than the checkpoint the player is currently on. Because those enemies will essentially reappear. Right. Here's a problem. Here's a problem. Our enemy spawners, give them a checkpoint of -1 so they don't despawn. I think we might have to give them the actual proper checkpoint for this to work. Ugh. Man. This sucks. This sucks. What are some, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe there's something easier to track the enemies that we killed without duplicating the values. Is there a way that we could do it? Go out in the sun in Florida and enjoy it? I fucking hate Florida. I used to live there a long time ago. It's moist as fuck over there. It's humid. How can we track enemies killed? Oh, fucking things up. Please don't curse. Don't tell me what to do. Structure script runs following the components list when an instance of a blueprint class is created. Creates a node graph that is says some Unreal site. Nah, it doesn't. I think that really helps us too much. Okay. Yeah, I think the construction script will cache itself, and then if it finds that a variable or property is changed, I feel like it will react accordingly. Or if the actor is spawned in runtime, I think then it will probably run the construction script there. So I think it really depends. I think if it's in the level, it will, because I know it caches, because we had an issue where some of our wall meshes will uncache and then all of the lighting information will break. So there's some sort of built-in caching system for the why do we have 4 skyboxes? There is some sort of built-in thing, which is cool. But anyways, that's not our problem right now. Our problem right now is figuring out how we deal with this enemy count issue, this enemies killed issue. Man, I don't know. I think the array of integers makes the most sense. Get up, soldier. I feel like the array of integers makes the most sense. What could go wrong by doing that? Well, A, we have to change up some systems. What a moon? I think the integer system is probably our best bet. We do an array of integers. We keep track of that on, I guess, the game instance. And then when we finish a chapter, we'll just look at that array, see how many values are in it. And then that would be the value. I don't know. The next problem is that any enemy spawners, we need to, and we have a ton of them. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I did not. I didn't. Even this guy, I think, is not spawning properly. That's kind of funny. Here we specify as checkpoint -1. But what we should do is like get the checkpoint the player is currently on. So this seems like it would be the most, it would make the most sense. So we'll go in the session. Like I could make a session stat for it. No, I can't. It needs to be a separate array. Instance enemies killed. Bit of a long text. So this is going to basically define each checkpoint. So if you kill like 3 enemies in checkpoint 0 and then you kill an enemy in checkpoint 1, but then you die while being on checkpoint 1, this one would get deleted because you're going to end up killing that enemy again or seeing that enemy again. That makes sense? I feel like that makes sense, right? I feel like that makes sense on paper. That would reduce the chances of us having multiples of the same enemy that we kill in a run in here. I think. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, instance enemies killed. So I want to find, where's we have a thing for clearing the session. I'm gonna get started on just slapping that in there just so we we save the chapter session. Does it clear the stats after we've done all this stuff? I don't know. Where do we clear the stats? Determine new stats? I don't know what the fuck that even is. Oh, it's a function. Never mind. Current kill total X and current kill total Y. So this we can change, which I believe is instance dash kill. That's the new guy in town. That's the new guy in town. This is going to be the new value that we read from. Oh, great. We're gonna have to put this fucking thing in the save system. Oh, man. Oh, why does life have to be so difficult? Ah, fuck, man. Ah, jeez. Man. All right. Guess I will. Wait, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Guys, we're in the main game instance. Why am I casting to the game instance from the game instance? Who wrote this? My coworker said my code is good. Listen, I'm glad no one has to look at this code, all right? This has gone through its paces. This is 4 years of game development, all right? Some places it's good, some places it's shit. And I will admit to that. Some places is good, and some places is shit. I think this could be a good spot to add another variable to our game instance blueprint interface. Wanted to be sure it's really the main game. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. No, for sure. Just wanted to be sure, you know. Inside my game instance. Yeah, yeah. Like, totally. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah. Yeah, totally. Save run to slot. So we did the loading. Now we've got the saving. Surely there's no other spots where this gets fucked. Right? Surely I didn't put this anywhere else. Right? In my fucking god-awful code. Check if enemies wiped. So technically we shouldn't be using this event anymore. We're using it still. Grr? Oh, this one makes sense. Actually, yeah, this one's fine, actually. Because this is when you end the level. We don't need to care about the checkpoints and stuff. Your wire management's beautiful. I know, yeah. They look like subway lines. This, I wonder if I could have made this better. You know, sometimes I wonder. Maybe I could have done a better job with the whatever the hell this is. At least I don't have to look at it. I know what it's doing. All right, so we put that in there. We're planning ahead by putting it in the save system and the load system and the whatever the fuck, and then it's probably just not gonna work because I'm probably like editing the wrong code. It's not funny. Okay, then we're gonna put. Oh, great! It did. Oh, great. The end chapter screen determines the rating, which means the end chapter screen. We need to have the stats. God, I remember I did some really fucky code for this, and that's on me. That's on me. Set text value kills text block. Let me see. Which one is that? Kills text block. We don't want kill. We want instance kills. Yep, that's the right one. That's the right number. And then what is total enemies? Where are we setting that? Total enemies is the not kills. It's gonna be instance kills. Instance kills, enemies killed. An integer for some reason. Is that a local variable or no, it's actual variable. And then we add the instance kills in the leftover enemies, and that becomes the total enemies. Okay, makes sense. Where are we doing that? All right, so we have to basically, when we end a chapter, before this ever happens, we need to get the length of this, and then we need to set stat value. That's not what? Add value to stats. And then we're going to do instance kill is going to be replaced by the instance enemies killed. And then that's it, baby. That's it. Maybe the cast of the game instance is holding the whole thing together. It's fucking duct taped ass engine, dude. If that's the case, duct tape's holding this fucking engine together. Yeah, hold on, it's gonna be fine. Better working like that than redoing everything, not making progress, getting overwhelmed, and abandoning project after project. The inevitable thing is, with every project you work on, because game development takes such a long time, if you work on a project for probably like, I'd say like 6 or more months, as long as you are cognizant of your progress and you're trying to like improve as a game developer and coder, you're always going to look at your old code and be like, this is shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's always a better way of doing something. That's just how it is. Especially a project 4 years. You know, 4 years I learned a lot of shit, so. Oh, yeah. Can I not make this a function? Grr. Cannot convert interface events. Go? Why can't I implement the event but implement it as a function? What do you mean? Guys. New Candy. Any new drama? No. We're dramaless. It's a boring time. It's a boring time. I do have some work drama, but it's my own, like... Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Share weekend advice? No, I'm just sensitive, I guess. Someone said something mean to me. Now I can't let go of it in my head. I have a problem. I can't find does object implement interface. Instead, does implement interface comes up. What should I do for this? It's probably the same, brother. That's what comes up for me. This is an object. It's the same thing. It takes in a object reference. Enlist in the Canadian Army, you'll come out with 0 care. I'm good, man. I think I'll just stick to like making pennies in game development. Wait, why is it that I can't implement this as a function? Is it because it doesn't have an output? Whatever, I guess. Doesn't matter. So here we'll do an add. Target acquired, Crim. Thanks for the wire payment. Executing mission. What are you talking about? What is he talking about? What the hell is this guy's... What is he... What? Excuse me? Targets neutralized. Good work, 57. Good work, 69. Agent 69. Oh shit, we still got to do the melee kill run. Someone remind me to do that, okay? Thanks. Appreciate it. Wait! Fuck! I want to remove that. Can we remove that stat? Who gives a fuck? Dude, okay. Oh, no! Okay, problem. Here's my problem. We also need to keep track of the enemies you kill with melee properly. No! Oh, shit. Fuck. Dude. Dude, what? That's my brain right now. All right. What if we just remove the stat? Can we replace it with something else? Man. Okay, shit. So these are not similar. I have to put interact on the object, but in the video it says object implements interface for him, but not for me. I have to put interact on the object, but in the video it says object. What? These are not... I froze my OBS. These are not similar. I have to put interact on the object, but in the video it says object implements interface for him, but not for me. It says object implements interface. It's the same. It's going to give you the exact same result. Unless, send me a fucking link to this video. I don't know what you're talking about. Grim, have you ever met XQC? I saw him fucking scrambling around when I went to TwitchCon. And then someone tried to get a picture with him, and he was like, he did not give a fuck. He's like, he just wanted to, like, I think he was like meeting up with friends or something. And someone would like stopped him in the middle. I was like, yo, can I get a picture? And I was like, in the back, I was like, wow, that. Aren't you his friend? No, I'm not a grifter. Works for him, but not for me. Take some screenshots for it, hard game, and then just post it on Imgur and then post the link. Okay. Shit. Instance enemies killed. Can we make it a... I'm trying to think here. Do we make it a map? No, we can't make it a map. We have similar values. It'd have to be a struct. Fucking shit, man. Unless we separate the arrays into two separate arrays. Instance enemies killed with gun, enemies killed melee. Refactor this entire thing. Dude, at that point, I'd have to refactor the entire game and its save system. And then maybe I could figure out a way of doing this better. But because of the way everything works, I kind of had to like... I say remove it, and if someone asks you, just say it was removed due to technical difficulties. I just really like the idea of people being able to do melee-only runs, but I feel like maybe people won't like that very much. Can I create a video about sequence? Like, sequencer? Don't give in to tech debt. 3 years later, this will bite you in the ass. Motherfucker, I'm not going to be working on this 3 years later. All right, motherfucker? Yeah? I don't really use sequencer a lot. You're probably asking the wrong guy. There's probably tons of videos online about sequencer. Yeah. Fucking hell, shit. All right, kill melee. So, I think this has to be a struct. I think it has to be a struct. I think it has to be a struct. Yep. Yep. This sucks. Because that just makes it so much harder just to do anything. Instance, enemy, kill, struct. So now we can define the values. So it's an integer, and then we need kill type. I'll just make this an integer as well. Unless I have a Boolean for that. Can you search does object implement interface? It's not, I don't think it's a thing. It's not. It's does implement interface. This is the same thing because this has an object input. This is essentially does the object implement interface, and then you put the object into it that you're checking to see if it has the interface of like whatever the fuck you're doing, like damage taken or whatever, and then you put your thing into this. It's the exact same thing. if I were to guess, either they made a custom function or it's a really old video or something. don't know, don't know what to don't know what to say there. Okay, so this is going to be instance enemy. So great, all of that code that we just made, we're going to have to redo it. Fantastic. Why does life have to be so difficult? So this is going to need another input. Kill type. Can I add a description to this? No, I can't. Can you add descriptions to in Blueprint? Can you add a description to a node? How do you do that? I swear someone showed me how to do that. Adding a description to a specific node. Apparently, it would seem anytime I add any sort of description to this, it like doesn't work. Oh wait, hold on. In here, let's do kill type test. I swear there was a way of doing it. Whatever. Zero equals any, one equals melee. Oh, shit. Okay, so we'll split this. We have checkpoint and then kill type. That's basically up to par. Now this one, we want to check the length of this. And then that gives us our instance kills. Yes, that gives us all of our kills, which is fine. Good, Arslan. Welcome. Can you tell me how much money you've made from this work so far? Not enough, man. Not enough. I got like 6 gray hairs, I think. Definitely not enough, man. Why UE4? Just cause. The game's been out in early access, and I don't want to risk moving it to UE5. That could cause big problems. Probably like end up breaking something if we end up moving it to UE5. It's not worth it, to be honest. Yeah, the node comment doesn't like. I don't know. Can you comment on UE4 blueprint? Add comment to specific input. Comment in Unreal Engine. Let me see. Because in C++, you can have a specific value. If I remember correctly, have a comment. Okay, well, that was useless. I want to say Blueprint does not have being able to comment on a specific input or output value. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so we got that. Now we just need to change all of the values for the melee kills section. Let's do, I imagine in here we're casting to the game instance. Yes. Let's just do a function. And we'll just do this, and then we'll do an output, and integer, make it a pure function, compile, save. So what we need to do is we need to go through all of these values, and we need to check if this is equal to 1, then that means it's a melee kill. And then if that's true, we'll add a local variable called total melee kills, I guess. How many monitors do I have? I have 2. I used to have 3 a while back, but I feel like it's kind of overkill. No, don't do that. Do this. Yes. All right. So this will count all of the melee kills because we have a specific kill type. Yes. Make a node that does nothing and use it to describe stuff. Use, but why? But why? But why? Why? Why would you do that? Phoenix? Were you asking for comments? No, I was asking, you didn't understand my question. I was asking if it's possible in blueprints, if you have a function, or let's say a game instance, or not a game instance, sorry, a blueprint interface or an interface, if you can add a comment to the specific input node, right? Or I guess, yeah, in this case, input node. Add a node that describes what it does where you want it. Now, you can't really do that. Why would I do that? That's some psychopath energy. And for some reason you can't add descriptions to the actual inputs in here, which is kind of annoying. Does my game have a boss fight? Yeah, but they're not very good. I will admit, the boss fights in my game are not the best. Half my code is comments. That means you make bad code. Now you're bad code. I think if you have to over comment your code, either A, you're doing school and they're forcing you to comment everything, which I think is just bullshit. In my opinion, I'm of the opinion that your code should be, at least in Blueprint, readable from left to right and understandable without the overuse of comments, because I think that just, in my opinion, I think comments should be there to like fill in gaps if something's too complicated, because it's just how it might be. I feel like comments, at least in Blueprint, I think just adds too much to it. Guy's doing a 2-for-1, writing a novel and creating code. Yeah, he'll be able to look at all of his comments and like come up with like a fucking story by the end of it. Billy went through every single instance of books and then checked if it had a specific icon on it. Then from there, it checked. It's like, this code is self-explainable. It doesn't even need to, we don't need anything in here. We don't need anything in here, all right? We got everything we need. Hold on. There's a little story going on in my song right now. If you wanted to remove a country from the earth, which country would you remove? That's a rocky territory. I'm not going to answer that question. France? Someone said France. That's not me. I didn't say that. Like that's someone else that said that. Now, would I agree with that person? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, they made the croissant though, so you know the croissant is pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe not France. Maybe not. French Canada. Now that one I can get behind. Let's just take Quebec and push them somewhere else. They want to be their own country anyways, so. Oh shit. Okay, so here's the idea. We separate this one from this one. I'm just kidding, by the way. The 51st state. Yeah, that is if the US is able to keep all their other states. What if California leaves? Then we'll be the 50th state, not the 51st. Do you guys ever think Mexico will take back California someday in the future? You guys think that would happen? What do I mean by take? Well, take. Just like how America took California. Take how? I mean, like, take. You know what I mean? Like, just how... You know how, like, America took the Gulf of Mexico and somehow just renamed it? Yeah, like that. Like, they just pushed their border, you know, a little bit, and... I'm getting a headache from this conversation. Walk in LA, it's basically, well, okay, obviously, yeah, there's vibes of Mexico in California, but it's still the US. You guys aren't understanding my joke. This is just disappointing. Is it just a bad joke? Mexico's suing Google, by the way, for changing the name of that Gulf for US citizens. I know, I saw that. Oh, by the way, it's not just U.S. citizens. It's also Canada. We see Gulf of America in there, too. We see Gulf of Mexico, brackets, Gulf of America, end brackets. Does California have a yellow tint? A slight one. Yeah, you might be onto something, actually. Is that T-Dog's doing? Yeah, it's T-Dog's doing. T-Dog sounds too nice. We need to come up with something different. Just like how we have John Nanite. John Toupee. What's that hair style? John Toupee. Is it a toupee? Is that what it's called? John Artificial Suntan. Yeah. That's too long though. Yeah, that's what it shows for me, Hellcat. Did a toupee? I don't know. I didn't know he was bald. He might as well be with that hair. Do you think the Arabian Gulf is correct or the Persian Gulf? I don't know. Listen, man. The world is one big fucking boiling pot of bullshit. I don't know what any of geopolitic politics are. I don't really know. These days, you just get shoved into any politics. It's just like, dude, like, go away. I'm just trying to make video games. Oh, I'm getting taxed into 30%. Oh, great. I guess I'll just fucking die then. I guess. Guess I'll just die then. Yeah, I suppose. Instance kill, get melee instance kills. Okay, hold on. I think we have a spot here. Melee kill run. Yes. Get melee instance kills. Wait, why did I... Oh, because I'm not comparing them. All right, we'll just leave that there for now then. Yeah, you know, I thought about it though. At least we got a little bit of work done there. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking of switching Twitch chat to my IRC client, distilled Twitch chat. That's some nerd shit, all right? That's some nerd stuff. By all means, go for it. By all means. Oh, dude, guys, Ubisoft's revenue declines 31.4%, below $1 billion, 1 billion euros. That's crazy. They're out of the B's and now they're in the M's. Who cares about Ubisoft? I think it was only a moment of time. I think it was only a moment of time. They killed the crew. They made as well die. The executives killed the crew. Gotta remember, it's always the executives' fault. And they, like, never take the blame. It's fucking crazy. Okay, I'm trying to, like, get my footing right now. I don't know what... I'm trying to get my bearings. Where the fuck am I? So we have the instance enemies killed. Okay. I think it's this music. It's stressing me out. Then we got our load save slot. I believe it's also saving. Where is it? Where's that save? Save's right. No, it's not there. Save is right over here. Okay, save run to slot. I imagine this is what we use for saving at all times. You're trying to add a comment to a function. No, that was just a question, all right? I'm not trying to add a comment to a function. I'm not going down that fucking slippery slope. Listen, I'm working on a game right now, okay? I'm a changed man. I'm productive now. Okay, we're going to change the music. We need something chill. Okay, I'll listen to this song. This song's fine. You're working on documenting code for the next generation? Fuck the next generation. The past generation clearly didn't care about us. They'll figure it out. All right? They'll figure it out. I'm hungry for a coffee, man. Hungry. I hunger for caffeine. Sometimes I open PRs that do nothing but document more code. How about instead of commenting code, we improve it so it's readable without any comments? Exactly. Write good titles for your functions, right? If it needs any description, keep it short. Okay. Write proper names for your variables. And just write good code, or write relatively good code, readable-ish code. That make comments obsolete? Exactly. Well, I increased the price of the game in the US by 25%. If John Toupee somehow fucks over the digital market and starts taxing the digital market, then yeah, I might. I might. Assume he will and just be ahead of the curve. Fair point. No, I won't do that. My game's not worth just fucking making it a higher price. I don't think it'd be worth raising the price. I also think, I actually genuinely think if that were to happen, if the US were to start putting a digital tax on like everyone would get fucked over, because most digital companies like Steam, for example, are situated in the US. I actually genuinely think the game dev market would fucking die because no one would raise their prices. No one would raise their prices unless it would be a tax in the US where the US people in the US pay the tax. But maybe he just fucks over every single tax treaty with any company or any country, and then everyone has to pay withholding tax. And that's already a thing. Well, it's not true. Like, not every tax treaty is ruined, but, you know, it's probably on the table. Am I cool to drop those LETs for a Discord crew? Sure. Yeah, why not, Cat? Go for it. As long as they're like CCO. I think that would be the biggest thing. Make games again for fun, telling good stories, not about the money. Yeah, tell my landlord that and stuff. The music these last few days have been too intense. It's a representation of my mental state. What's some like chill music we could put on? Yeah, I would love to make games for fun. I still do make them for fun. If I wasn't having fun with this, I would go in a completely different industry. To be clear, I would just go in a different industry if I wasn't enjoying what I do. But at the end of the day, I do need to pay rent, and I would love to make this a full-time thing so I can just do this. I would love to just work on my own games. You know what I mean? And I can't do that by completely ignoring the concept of income. that's just the reality of things. You can react to videos all day long. Yeah, I can react to fucking game dev videos. What's new in the world of dev vlogs? What's new? What we got? What we got? Game dev vlog. Let's see what we got. What we got? That's a really pretty thumbnail. Wow. Coding a survival mode inventory. Yeah, great. Nice. Yeah. Right. Elf. Apparently I watched this video. Apparently. Nice. Yeah, it's about the same. I bet you if I scroll far enough, I'm going to see an Asmongold video. Watch this. 3, 2, 1. No, never mind. There's no Asmongold video. Thank goodness. It's filtered out. I'm actually kind of surprised. Then your mind is constantly thinking about your game, so it's hard to focus at the workplace. I'm heavily thinking about just flipping burgers at McDonald's 30 hours per week and putting everything else into making my game. Yeah, I'm very privileged and lucky to be able to have the contract job I have right now, but still, I would just prefer working on my own stuff. Honestly, I'm just not getting enough from my own games to do that. I've been looking at software and game dev on Twitch, and the amount of channels with a bunch of shit just happening on the screen is crazy. That's why I like to keep my shit minimal. I don't even like having a chat box on the screen. Like I like to just keep it minimal. You know what I mean? Keep it nice and chill. I like it to I like keeping it vanilla. Okay. All right. It's just vanilla. Because then it's too distracting and stuff. You know, it's not my thing. Unless someone subscribes and then just goes, shit my pants I did. You know what I mean? You know, whatever. That's basically the only extent we have of like crazy shit going on in the stream. There's no like fart noises or, you know, fucking drink some water. Here's 50 bits. Like it's it's crazy. Shit's fucking crazy. And that's okay, you know. Hey, that's okay. It's just not the vibe for me, I guess. Not the vibe I want to go for my stream. Which means like a podcast, just listening to you talk about a bunch of shit while also making my game. Yeah. Because I don't really do anything on the screens. that doesn't help. I don't really do anything. Gonna finish my game this year, guys. Okay. So I think the next thing we need to do is every time we kill an enemy, we need to add to the instance enemy kills. The next thing we need to do after that is when the player dies, we clear the checkpoints that are the ones that we don't want. Yes. Yes. Right. Right. Okay. I hope this works. Or all this work is going to be for nothing. All right. When an enemy dies, when an enemy dies, right here. Enemy death. All right. Any enemy death. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing I'm really good at, I guess, is making this feel more like a podcast, I guess. I'm not a good game streamer. Nope. Nope. Okay, so here we're doing all the stats, so we might as well keep everything contained in one space. Dude, what? Dude, why is this so long? That's what she said. Why is it so long, though? No, seriously. Not a joke. Add instance enemy kill. We need to get the checkpoint that they're associated to. And then we need to get the kill type. And we could do that by and then 5 push-ups. Dude, I'm just on, man. I'm on a streak, man. I didn't see them, doesn't count. Just believe me. Trust me. Just trust me. Where the fuck am I? Need the damage. Need the damage values. And then go back here, and then go over here. Okay, so 1 is melee. Yep. Good thing I added that comment to remind future me, current me, and past me how this works. Oh no, it's V-Day. The time has come to watch romantic comedy animes and cry. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you do that to yourself? Why? You know that by watching that, you will cry. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you watch Your Lie in April willingly? That's like a torture device. I still remember when I watched that when I was younger. You must have huge triceps from all these push-ups. Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, not really. I need to go back to the gym. If I'm gonna cry anyway, might as well watch something. I'm sorry, Obar. Going to like a dating app or something. I don't know. Or according to an article, dating apps are apparently like going to die because World of Warcraft is apparently taking over. I don't know which article that was, but I read something there. So maybe play World of Warcraft. Maybe you can find your significant other in World of Warcraft. You know, oh man. I'm still baffled that there are like a subset of people that play Valorant just to like date, to e-date. It is the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. Are there any AI helpers for Blueprints? Not that I know of. I'm sure there probably is something. What a hostile place to go and meet people, right? It's like League of Legends, but with voice chat. And like horrendous fucking vernacular. What's the term? Where it's like people, like the way people say things? Vernacular? Vocabulary? The latest Copilot feature they introduced a week ago pretty much writes 80% of code instead of me. So worth it. Vernacular. Yeah, there we go. Vernacular. Yeah, that's the one. No, not vascular. That's a different word. That's a whole different thing altogether. pretty sure that's a whole different thing. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever like. Maybe for C++, I'll start using stuff like that when I get better at it, and then if I'm not able to understand the code that an AI writes, I would not use it because that's dangerous. That's how you end up in. That's how you end up in Fucktown. You know, one-way ticket to Fucktown. I think I can see myself using Copilot as boilerplate, constructors and filling in parameters, etc. Yeah, doing that stuff is kind of annoying. U property, blueprint read write, fucking blah blah blah. Int 64 blow. Ugh, it's fucking awful, dude. Awful. I'm happy I've gone 2 years of C++ before starting to use ChatGPT. I think you can use it to learn code, but it should not write your code. It should be a means of finding sources of like how things work. I think that would be the best way of going about it. I don't know. I'm anti-AI. Even though it's clearly, it has no signs of leaving, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, even though I use Notion AI to like improve my vocabulary and stuff, is that okay? That's allowed, right? Or is that like, am I like picking and choosing my battles? I just did my taxes and TurboTax forced AI on me, and there was forced AI on me there, and was like, "Want to speak to a human? You got to pay money for it." I'm still waiting for my fucking accountant to write me an email. I sent them an email. They like do the tax filing really fucking late. You're a fraud and an AI evangelist now. In my coding classes at technical school, they say use it to write the bulk of the code, and then you can go over it, fixing / adding anything necessary, allowing you to just be faster and more efficient. Yeah, I guess that's one way of going about it. I think the thing is, I think the primary thing is if you let AI write your code, yeah, like what you're saying, be sure that you're able to read it. Otherwise, I think that's where things go bad. And I think a lot of people might end up in that seat where they don't want to take the time to learn coding, so they use the AI as a crutch to, you know what I mean? I want to send my first project in Discord. Where can I post it? Oh shit! Let me hold on. Let me get the Discord link for you. Here you go. I don't have any commands on YouTube. I should probably figure that out. Are they going to drive the tractor, get replaced by it? You study music, you can look at a page of sheet music and hear music playing. If you study C++, you can look at a screen and see Super Mario 64. I joined, but which channel? First project. If it's game dev related, I just post it in game dev. That's probably the best spot. If it's like an art thing, you could post it in art. If it's like specifically art related. I would just post it wherever, you know? I don't use AI to write code for me. I use it to explain concepts of the basics. But you're right, Gio. Yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it because, especially if you're like doing stuff that you don't understand fully, I think that's a good way of doing it. However, I do still find problems with AI because it gives you everything with such utmost fucking confidence that some of the information it might tell you might just be outright incorrect, or you know what I mean? That's my only problem with it, I think. That's my biggest quarrel. Yeah. Even people that do that will need to learn how to code in order to fix their shit. Right. The problem is like they'll just write shit code and then that'll end up in everyday products that you use. That's why you only ask for the basics. The more complex / specific you get, the less accurate it is. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. See Discord? Let me take a look. Yeah. Very nice. Courtyard. Ooh, nice little bridge. Very nice. Cool. Is this for the Game Jam project? I'll post on itch. Is it a because the vibe kind of leans into like horror direction. Is it like a horror style game, or it does have a retro feel? I feel like it's the lens flares and then the anti-aliasing and whatnot. Yeah, it looks cool, dude. Looks sweet. Imagine AI that outputs a blueprint from scratch, which is 90% correct. Would you go for it? Not really. I feel like half of the enjoyment is me being able to figure out the solution. Like, yeah, so look at it this way. Yes, I want to make money with my products, but at the same time, half of the fun of working on this stuff is me coming up with the solutions for things and resolving those solutions. And you know what I mean? If I let something else, if I let the computer do everything for me, then what am I doing? And I like the aspect of, you know, I like UVing. I like doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, there are aspects of game development that I do like, even though I'm very fucking slow. But okay, we added the instance. Now we need to do the death system. Horror zombie game? Cool, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Call me old fashioned, I guess, and I'm probably gonna fall behind in the game development world or whatever, software programming world. But I kind of like the aspects of doing those things. I've learned to enjoy those parts of development. Is coming up with those challenging, somewhat frustrating issues. You said it, you're slow, but if you could do some things quicker, then you have some time for some more feature/content. It's a win across the board. The only reason why I'm slow is because I'm burnt out. And I'm streaming. But I can do things quickly. I can do things very quickly. I can get a lot of things done very quickly in quick spurts. The only times I'm slow is when I'm trying to learn something. Trying to learn something new and I'm taking the time. That's what she said. If my team project gets selected, can you be our first senior developer? I'm not a senior developer, but I probably can't. I don't have time on my hands to do a lot of stuff, so I apologize. But hey, Savage, you could always ask questions on the Discord if you have any issues. If you're burnt out, then have some AI do some of the work. I assure you, AI would probably do a worse job, and then I'm just gonna have to deal with the fucking AI writing shit code. It's just it's at that point where, you know what I mean. Once I finish this game, I think we'll be good. Not a senior dev, but lead dev on Suit for Hire. I hate titles, man. I'm not a CEO. I'm not any of that. I'm just a guy that works on some fucking games and whatnot. I work in product visualization, and my friends are worried that AI will take my job. Product viz? I don't think. Not product viz. I don't think AI would take that over. Because I feel like there's a lot of manual adjustments required with product viz. Maybe in like 50 years. I don't know. What if the art lead or the director is like, hey, can you change this one thing? It's like with current AI stuff, I don't really think you'd be able to do that. Whereas if you had a 3D model that you're doing product viz with, way easier to just have that than deal with a fucking AI. %50 of people are scared AI will take their job. I just don't think it's something you should worry about. I think depending on the industry you're in, there's probably other things you should worry about. And be cognizant of, right? And that could mean expanding your skills outside of just a very fine-tuned specific thing. Like if you're like, for example, for Andrew, he does VFX modeling, but he wants to go into texturing a bit more to kind of like have more skills, right? I think that's like a good example of something that should be done, right? Diversifying your skills, I think, is always a good idea. Do you think they'll get AI to make the different little corrections that consumers? The thing is, I don't know. I don't know enough. I don't know enough. So we'll see. But I think it'll take years before they're able to do fine-tune adjustments that are like super specific to a director's needs. The enemies add to the value. They're doing that now. Now, when the player dies, we need to clear the values. Let's make another function. We'll do clear invalid instance kills. Yeah, hell yeah, Phoenix. Sounds cool, man. Dude, if I could get into coding and get into the things I got into when I was younger, and it took me so long to just be able to get into any of it, I think everyone to a degree can get into like a clicking moment where like everything just kind of clicks and everything kind of comes together. I do think everybody can have a little bit of that. I think it's just the thing, do you want to get into that? You know what I mean? I think it's a lot easier to get into a skill if you have passion behind it and purpose behind wanting to get into that skill versus just getting into it because, oh, big dollar sign or whatever, right? There's purpose behind it. I think it's a lot more engaging and easier to learn that skill. Whereas if you're trying to force yourself to learn a skill, it's like awful. I think that's why I think game dev was just so easy to me and second nature is because it's like, this is something I love. This is something I really want to get into. It seems like a very interesting challenge. There's a lot of like nuance involved with it. Music. I've been trying to force myself to learn Ableton and trying to get into it. And it's so difficult to get into it. But I think I'm going to approach it from like a hobby standpoint. I just want to like fuck around with it. And I've been watching some videos and it's like slowly clicking into my head. I think it's about finding that like groove and then like learning stuff. At an internet security camp and this is really not for me. Yeah, like sometimes if you are really slow at learning something, you just kind of have to think internally. Like, do I really care about this? After kind of diving into it a little bit, do I really care? Do I have a piano keyboard or a guitar? I got I got 4 guitars and a bass. I want to add a 5-string bass to my arsenal, but I don't play the bass too much. I should play it a bit more and mess around with it. I love the craftsmanship of instruments. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I just love the craftsmanship of them. I do enjoy playing them, but it's like, you know, I just kind of fucking noodle around. I don't even play songs. Clear invalid instance kills. So in here, we'll call that. This is when we die. And the idea is... How do we check which checkpoint we're in? Guys! Where the fuck is the system check which checkpoint we're in? Do we have a checkpoint value? It would appear we do. No, that's not right. Wait, what? I guess it's in the run save slot? Is that where our... We should have this by the time we get in here. Clearing the invalid instance kills. Am I going to do a music stream someday? Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. I don't know. It's still such an unknown thing for me. But maybe in the future. I don't know. Could be fun. The only thing is I just don't really want people to backseat unless like I specifically ask. I think that's one thing that's really annoying about learning a new skill is when people start backseating. that I think is the only like little nuisance that I have with it. So is this actually what gets set when we advance a checkpoint? Yes. Yes. Okay. So if the checkpoint... So we're going to want to go and do a for loop through this. We're going to want to do a for loop, and we're going to want to basically check which ones are invalid. So the ones that are invalid, we don't really care about the kill type. The ones that are invalid are the ones that are if the checkpoint is more than or equal to our current checkpoint. Because when we die, we're going to start seeing those enemies again. I think. I don't know. Hopefully this fucking works. Oh, no. Can I remove an instance... If I remove an index while going through a for each loop, is that going to fuck up? I don't think so, right? Because it's just going through every single array value, not the index. I think we should be fine. What's the song? The song is The Resonant Canyon by Disaster Piece. It's a part of the Hyper Light Drifter OST. Okay, so Yes, it's gonna fuck up. You think so? Oh yeah, it might actually. Given an array and an index. Wait, how do we remove index values? Do not add, remove, or reorder elements in the input array during the execution of the loop body. I just read that. Do not add, remove, or reorder elements in the input array during the execution of the loop body. What? Okay, there's two things we could do. We could do a reverse for each loop, which would make the most sense for this one. Or alternatively, we add each value that we want to remove to an index array. And then when this is done, we start removing them from that index array. Would that work? I don't know if that would work. I have no clue if that would work. I think it would. I'm afraid of what people AI could do and will do with the global economy. A job, all jobs, cyber tax. Yeah. Who knows? If everything collapses though, we're all in this together. You know what I mean? Okay, so we don't want to remove an index. Maybe we could add it to a local variable, remove indexes, indices. Remove, is it indexes or indices? It's indices, right? If it's multiples. I don't know what the difference is. Whatever, remove indexes, who cares? So whenever we have something we want to remove, we're going to add it to this one. And then once we've done that, I really don't know. I guess we could do a reverse for each loop. And that would be just as fine. Do not add, remove, or reorder elements in the input array during the execution of this loop body. Do we fuck anything up by doing this? I think we still fuck things up. I do think we have to... I also don't know if this one would fuck up. I guess because we're not removing anything in this specific array. And we're just removing things in the list, then it's fine. So we're doing... so we're doing a for each loop to then do a for each loop to remove the things. Yeah, I guess that I guess that makes sense. That's yeah. Whatever, I guess. This only happens when you die, so I'm not worried about it. And then when this is done, we can return node. Should be fine with reverse. I'm sure I am, but this is like, I guess, the safest way, no matter what. It's like in the weird moment where something breaks. I could see for each loop breaking though by removing it while doing something. I could see that happening. Especially considering how the for each loop works. no matter what. Yeah, this shouldn't break. Like, reverse for loop or whatever. Here, what we're doing is we're adding them to the array of the ones that we're going to remove. And then we start removing them, but we're not removing from the array that we're currently looping through. The K was right from the start. That's life, baby. That's life. All right, well, should be fine. Let's test it, I guess. What am I saving here? Sure, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saving there, but I guess I'll save it. So let's test this out. We'll get a bunch of kills and then we'll die in the middle of it. And then it should still be 60 total enemies. See, here we got a checkpoint. I'm actually going to purposely do this. Let me see what our kill count is. Oh, we're not going to see it yet until the end of the game. Where's my third person bullets going? There's a black box! Huh? Probably... Ah! Double hit. What is this game? Looks amazing. Is V 1.0 of it released? Yeah, totally, man. I want to try doing one more checkpoint. And then dying again, just so we can, like, really test things out. I want to say we had a checkpoint there between the trains. Yes, okay. I just realized by putting an elite there, the player cannot one-hit that enemy. Because they're out of distance. Maybe we should remove the elite enemy there. That's kind of a flow killer, actually. Don't mind me, I just froze the game. Give me a second. Ah, there we go. I think we tested the deaths enough to be able to just... Some of our AI is still kind of fucked. They're like... not doing as much as I'd want them to do. Especially considering that we're in one of the hardest difficulties. Okay, so I think we missed a couple enemies. I'm okay with that. 43. What? Oh. Access none trying to read property, run save slot. Why not? How is it that we don't have that value yet? We'll just load it and set it every time, I guess. Not the best way of doing things, but we'll just do that for now. Also, if you make an array of indices, it's going to fuck up too, because they're not going to correspond anymore once you remove one. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Actually, yeah. Okay, so let's try reverse for each loop. And then would this work? I guess it would. Because we'd be working backwards and most of the stuff would be at the end that we delete. How could this fuck up? You know, Zent. I want one day to make an isometric game like you. Why not start? Should the roof be 3 pp invisible? Was it? There was just that one bug where I have to fix that one issue. But technically the roof is supposed to be there. Oh, inside the wagons. Oh, yeah, I could change that. 60. So you know what? Let's do something just as for my sanity. Let's actually count how many enemies are in that level. There are 60. So that showing 43 was incorrect. I don't know how it showed 43. With our current bugs, it technically should have showed more than 60. Shit. Oh, I hate this so much, dude. Okay, let's try it again. Excuse me, door. Do you mind? Where's this guy going? Whatever. It's part of the testing. No! Dude, what's wrong with my door? What's wrong with my door? Wait, did that guy have an... Oh, I think one of my cheat buttons is being able to execute enemies no matter what. Ooh, he tried to roll out of it and I kicked it into him. Nice. That was pretty pog. I missed. All right, I think we should reset. All right, someone hit me in the face. There's so many things I feel like I could do to the AI. But, like, yeah. I think I just want to fix it so they actually properly attack. I think that's the biggest one. Okay, let's let a few of them live. Oh! What? I think the guy hit me with a... Okay. Alright, that's enough testing. That's enough testing. We can actually play the game now. We can just finish the level. See if it's 60. Okay. Please be 60. Please be 60. Within all of that chaos. 57? What? This fucking stupid system, man. Why could it be 57? Three people left alive? It should be 60, though. I don't think it'd be 3 people alive. Am I removing 3 from the total 2? No? I think. I wouldn't know because they probably decayed. Oh, shit. Just run through it without killing anyone? I'm really annoyed how the AI is just like not shooting at the player right now. Or attacking properly. We need to fix that. Like, how am I able to just do this? Get out of the way. In third person, things break a lot. There's clearly some I think that guy, I didn't kill that guy. That guy did it to himself. He jumped in the water. That guy too. 114? With 58 kills? Oh, wait. I'm starting to see. I think I know what the problem is. Okay, I think I know what the problem is there. All right, all right. I think I know what went wrong there. I think I know what went wrong there. Every time we start a new instance, I'm pretty sure we like reset the stats. So let me find out where we're doing that. And we'll do the other thing in the same spot as well. Right here, reset session stats. I knew there was something wrong. $114 though, that's crazy. All right, let's try that again. Let me actually give myself infinite stamina. No wonder some people refund. Yeah, I would like to fix up our AI a little bit. This isn't third person though, so some stuff might be a bit jank. I don't know what I dodged, but I apparently dodged something. Don't hit anybody. It hit someone. Really, man? Okay, 60. With a 1. Wait, 100% accuracy? D? The shit? Did I fire a bullet? I fired... Yes, I did. I did fire 1 bullet. Turn on crazy ragdolls and God mode. And infinite ammo. I'm testing out the modifiers. Wait, I don't want God mode. Wait, actually, let me test it. I should be able to fall in the water. I feel like I'm playing Gary's mod. It's fucking just chaos. Goodbye. We just need to be sure that the total is 60, even with the missed enemies. Alright, here we go. Please be 60. Challenge completed. There's no challenges. Why is it 53, dude? I don't know. That's 5. A difference of 5. But this is 7. It's missing 7 enemies. Maybe it's the end play system not working properly. I don't know. We should test the kills to see if the kills are correct. But our missed enemies are not correct. Is not correct. Where is our total? Total enemies text block. So leftover enemies plus instance kills is equaling to the total enemies. That makes sense to me. I don't know. I don't really see anything that could go wrong there. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, I'm checking my messages. I got a meeting. What the fuck? Why is it at 3 p.m.? That was a 5. I gotta go. Bye. Thanks for dropping by. I'll be back. I might stream this weekend. All right. Okay. Bye. See you guys later. Take it easy. Dude, man.